Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, December 2020. So we have, 10, 11 more days left. I'm looking at my computer over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days left until 2021. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. So first, I might just put on some tunes. Let's see. And if this... Hopefully this isn't too loud. Let's put on my top hits from 2020 from Spotify. My number one artist was BT. If you guys don't listen to BT, that's fine. But if you are curious about like electronic music at all, he does a lot. I feel like, yes, he's electronic, but what does that really tell you? He's kind of like all over the board in electronics. Very, very chill. He also does really upbeat stuff. He does collaborations. I would recommend, if you're curious at all, listen to the song 1.618. 1.618. Yeah, the golden ratio. You can't find it on Spotify. You can find him on Spotify, but you can't find that album on Spotify, unfortunately. It's my favorite one of his, but you should go check it out. Okay, let's start this off by doing some makeup, and by me telling you what's in this weird little makeup cup. I also have this makeup bag, but this is for like more daily things that I use. Let's start with the toothbrush, because I know you guys are like, why the fuck do you keep your toothbrush in there? And also, can you even see that? Let's see if my hair is a better background. There's like fur in it, right? So I had an extra toothbrush, and I decided to open it up and pet Icarus with it one day, and he loved it. So sometimes when I'm in the bathroom and he's up there and he's like in the sink, I will just like pet him with this toothbrush, and I keep it in here because it's easy to get to. Okay, then I have a mascara, a blush, concealer, you know, for when you want to cover up those acne spots. That's what I use it for. I don't know. I don't ever use it for like under eye circles. Also, can you guys see this vein? It's like a V. I used to have people all the time be like, oh, you have something under your eye. And I'd be like, did I get it? And they're like, no, it's still there. And I'm like, oh, is it just how I am? 100%. But I like it. I actually kind of like the tired eye look, so I'm good with it. And then my chapsticks from Filthy Farm Girl, because come on, that's what everyone wants to be, right? Okay, this is like my favorite song. This is my second top song of 2020. It's so good. Eye drops, bitches, because I got contacts. Do I want to just do like kind of what my everyday makeup would be, or get fancy? I could do a red lip. I want to know how your guys' 2020 has been. This has been like one of the most change heavy years for me, I think, in pretty good ways. I mean, I moved, I quit my job, I got a new job, actually doing something I wanted to do for years. I studied for the GRE, took the GRE, got that out of the way, so who knows in the next 5 years if grad school is a thing. I'm ready for it. And I moved in with my boyfriend. I don't know. I feel like I've done so many things that are different. And my family is going through some stuff too. And then, of course, like the pandemic, and the election. There's just been a lot this year. But Oh, and I also took classes in positive psychology. I took just through Coursera, so it's not like official. But you know, I think I am gonna do a red lip. I feel like I kind of want to just do that first. This is, oh, trippy. Oh my god. Oh shit, y'all. Fuck, that is cool as hell. Okay. Yeah, I took a positive psychology specialization on Coursera. This is when, like, so I had been working at a steel construction company, and then I got laid off once COVID hit because people just like losing their minds, you know? This looks ridiculous. Guys, it's always a good time to dance. Don't fucking forget that. When I got laid off, I was like, oh crap, well, now's the time to kind of like have some fun, right? And kind of think about like what I want to do next. Are they going to hire me back? They say they are. I don't know. You know, this is at least for like a month. And this was all at the beginning of like the COVID freak out here in the US. So this was like late March. So my boyfriend and I decided to kind of go on a little vacation to the East Coast and stayed basically like on the beach for like 2 weeks. And that's when I was like, I found the positive psych courses and I was like, this is what I want to do. I'm scared to like do the things I want to do sometimes. This light is making this red look so bright, you guys. If I turn this off, God, it still looks bright, but in this mirror, it's so much darker. I told him I was going to take these positive psych courses and he was interested, so we both ended up taking them. And it was just like, I feel like it really helped me see that I want to be in a job where I can actually like, where those skills and my interests, like, you know, those kinds of interests of mine are valued and I can use them and it's encouraged, and working in construction is just not. So they hired me back on, and I think that was like probably early May, and so I worked for another month and my last day was like sometime in the first week of June. Yeah, I didn't really, I didn't have a plan other than I knew that my lease would be ending where I was living in Michigan at the end of June. And I was like, okay, I'm done then. Like, I'm moving in with my boyfriend. I'm just gonna completely like do different things and try to like actually be more in alignment with what I want. So I moved. That was also hard because June, people still were like really freaked about COVID, and it was hard to like, my family didn't live by me, so it was hard to figure out like who's gonna help me move, when can I do it, all that jazz. But it worked out. Kill me. So I was finishing up my positive psych courses because there were like 5 of them, a series of 5 of them, and they each took a month. So I was doing those from like April to like August, May, June, July, August, September. So through my move and everything, and so I moved down here to Kentucky, and literally just had such a good summer. Like, just didn't know what I was doing for a long time and felt weird about not having a job. You know, it was scary to quit a job during the pandemic and not have anything lined up. I mean, I feel like that's scary anyway, even when there's not a pandemic. Like, you know, people always advise you to not do that. It's always easier to get a job when you have a job, you know, kind of bullshit. But I also had a sense of confidence because I'd been in that position before. I previously, so my job out of college was managing a cognitive psychology research lab, which is super cool, right? And it was awesome, but the professor that I was working with, he retired and it closed down. And so I was kind of without a job, and I stayed that way for like, I don't know, several months. And at the time I was married, you guys know David, and he was trying to get a business going. He had ideas starting his own business, and so that's kind of where our energy was and our focus. And I kind of took the time also to just really, like, you know, because we've both been working for years, no kids, both really good stable jobs, so we had savings that we just lived off of our savings. And where is this? Also, by the way, this is what I'm using, you guys. Can you see it? Let me just do the fucking beauty guru bullshit. I got it on clearance at Target years ago, and this is like my top 5 fave products. Fave. It's a fave. But I think it's supposed to be highlight, but I just use it for eyeshadow. It's so weird trying to stare at myself in this camera and do this, but I wanted to give you guys a close-up. It's just very like light and shimmery. I feel like it's the perfect kind of dewy look. I really like that look. It's crazy because I went through a phase where I hated shine. I hated lip gloss. I didn't want anything, especially on my mouth, that would like draw attention to my mouth. Of course, as I say that, now you guys are probably gonna look at my mouth, but I'm wearing bright red lipstick, so I'm asking for it, aren't I? Don't quote me. I wish I had a napkin. I'm just gonna rub this in. I'm gonna be glowy. Can you see my palm? This stuff is amazing, you guys. If you're looking for a highlight, I don't know if NYX still makes this stuff, but it's wonderful. It's called Away We Glow Liquid Booster. What was I talking about though? Oh, right. So having a job, not working. David's trying to find work. So I got very focused. I decided to like get really into Pilates and like food. I've always loved food, but I got very, very into it because I had the time. And oh, duh, that's when we started our YouTube channel. That's like why we started our YouTube channel, because we had time to like really start to dive into this stuff. Can you see that shine, you guys? What? It's so good. Okay, so we lived off of our savings for like months without either of us getting an income, and it was fine for a chunk of time. And then I kind of freaked out one day and I was like, time to go to work. And I like basically panicked, cried a whole lot. And then the next day I just started applying for shit and eventually got the job that I had just previously in construction. But you know, it was through a connection. It's all about who you know, not what you know. No one cares about what you know. And yeah, so I had that for 5 years, and a lot of my life shifted in those 5 years. So I think that's why I stayed in it as long as I did, because I just needed one thing in my life to not change. Like I wanted a constant, and that was it. Like I knew everybody at work, small company. I knew how to do my job. I knew how to do a lot of different things because I was kind of like jack of all trades, master of none at that company. Never really was willing to commit to going deeper anywhere. Like I had started in what do I want to say? I had started in the project management department, working as a project coordinator, and that had me working with like all different departments. which is great because I like doing a lot of different things. But when the time came for me to kind of like, you know, move up and be a project manager, I was like, no. Nope, I don't want to. I don't want to like lock myself in here for another period of time. I'm not going to do it. And so I kind of just feel like I hovered and flitted like a little butterfly. I was never willing to like grow beyond that at that company. So once I really decided to like be honest with myself about that and everything else, you know, once the pandemic hit and everything, I was like, fuck, now it's time. I'm gonna peace out. And so here we are today. Don't let a pandemic stop you from living your life, okay? I am telling you, and if you ever get stuck, if you ever feel stuck, if you're ever like lost in your fear of something, literally do anything. Wash a dish, go for a walk, listen to a song, write whatever, like make some food, do anything. And as long as you keep doing things, you will move farther and farther away from that state. Okay, so now I have to try to do this eyeliner, you guys. See if I can do it. Oh shit, it don't want to stick. Because of my dewiness. That's fine. It'll just be kind of like smoky. I don't think I'm gonna wing it. I mean, like, wing it out. How does that look? It looks like there's a bump right there. Am I making it better or worse? Or did it not change? Let's just do... Maybe I will also put some on the waterline. Waterline! I'm guessing they call it... Oh my god, my contacts. I'm guessing they call it the waterline because that's where your tear duct is. Have you guys ever looked closely enough to like literally see the hole in your tear duct? Oh my god. I remember taking Ambien as a kid. Oh my god, wait, that sounds bad. Well, I guess I was a kid. I was like in high school. And I had a lot of anxiety and depression in high school, panic attacks, really bad panic attacks. And so I had Ambien to help me sleep. Like, what? Who is supplying Ambien to like a 15, 16-year-old? Why was that a thing? I don't know. But they used to make me hallucinate. And I would do really weird things on Ambien, such as staring at my face in the mirror and locating my tear ducts. It was a weird time, but I feel like I have a much better grip on my anxiety as an adult. And especially after just, you know, experiencing more life events and trying to just move forward with the truths, because a lot of times we don't want, you know, we're anxious a lot of times because we can't see the truth of a situation. And sometimes the truth is painful, sometimes it's not, but I think it's like anxiety is a disconnect with reality. The more you try to give reality, a voice, and the truth, a voice, or even validity, right? I think, and accepting it. So by giving it a voice, you accept it. I think that can really help combat anxiety. And also to know that things are just gonna change. Like, you might be feeling this way right now, but you're not gonna feel this way forever. You know, to just kind of like pause and take a breath and know that you're here and it's okay. And whatever perception that you have is, number one, okay, but that it can shift. And if it's not a perspective that's serving you, you have the power to create new patterns over time. You have the power to say, this isn't working, and to try to do things that change those filters or those perspectives or, you know, those reactions. Reaction is never necessarily bad or something that you need to stop immediately. It's something to notice and to say, okay, if I'm still having this reaction in a week, 2 weeks, a month, then, you know, notice that, be aware, and you can start to do things to change, right? God, you guys, the left eye is always harder, I think. All right, we are getting somewhere. Okay, so I did like baby wings. Now, I think probably time for mascara. Let's have a moment for this tune. Fuck. Baby. All right, this song for this other eye. This was like the song that defined my 2019, you guys. So good. Japanese house, amazing. I think her name is Amber. I forget her last name right now, but oh dude, it is hard to do this not standing and looking in a mirror for some reason. I don't know why. Last step, I think. Let's turn this down. And for this last song, let us listen to... what should we listen to? This song. Walking Up Down by Yaeji. I think I'm done. I could put some lip gloss on. Should I like just go for it? Should I go for it? Oh, it's when the bass comes in and it just kind of like hypnotically cycles and it's so good, but you probably can't hear it. Oh, now this thing is all colored. Okay, but I needed the lip gloss, okay? Don't y'all tell me otherwise. Okay, so this is the look. Sunday morning. It turned out pretty good. And obviously now I'm ready to go for a hike. Am I sweating? Kind of. Look at that. I sweat so much, you guys. Okay, so this is what I was going to do earlier and I forgot. Rose water facial toner. I'm just going to kind of spray everything. Fresh. All right, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for listening to my little life update, and maybe now you guys know a little more about me. Oh, and just as an FYI, because you guys might be wondering, also, I feel like some of you are gonna be like, your lipstick isn't all the way. Okay, fine. Okay? Better. So, the job that I have now, I am a student advisor. And yes, I only have a bachelor's degree. I have been looking for student advisor positions like for a long time, guys, even before I got my job, my last job that I had for 5 years. So I feel really lucky that I have this one. It's been absolutely insane to try to train because I've only been there for a month, and training remotely, doing everything remote has been so hard, to be honest. And it's just been a very, very steep learning curve, suddenly like jumping in and taking calls, talking to students on the phone when I feel like I don't know anything about the programs. But I mean, the best way to learn is by jumping in, right? So I'm doing the best I can. And also just, you know, got to keep trying to have grace for myself and tell myself that I can do it. And I want to spread that message to you guys that if there's something you want to do, but it seems hard, right? Like as an INFP, there were definitely like, as somebody who in the past has been scared to even like call their doctor or, you know, call people and that I didn't really know that well and have conversations, to now be doing that as a main part of my job, and to feel comfortable enough that I can do that. You know, there are always ways to grow. If there's one thing that you're like, oh, I could never do that, I could never just call people and talk to them and, you know, guide a conversation that way. Well, you can. If you want to help people and that is a way to do that, you can absolutely do it. And maybe you don't do it right now, but maybe you do it down the road, and you just keep saying yes to other things that come up in your life, right? Everything in your life is always building up to the next thing. So as long as you are taking your opportunities and being curious and wanting to move forward in your life, you will. Just trust yourself, okay? Trust yourself and trust the people around you that you got it. So Go out and have the best week ever. And I will talk to you guys later. Maybe in 2021. Maybe in 2020. Who knows? A lot can happen in 11 days. Okay, bye. I love you guys. I really do. I really enjoy the connections that I have with you. Okay, enough. Bye.